Welcome back, Vipers. I'm Paolo, and Happy New Year to all of you. This is my first review of the year 2016, and we're going to start out with the Kbox 200 watt box mod, okay, by Kanger Kbox. This mod was sent to me free of charge from Kanger Kbox for the purpose of this review, okay? So I thank you a lot, Kanger Kbox, for sending me this. I've been really enjoying it this last week. I did the first look for you guys, just so you guys can see it. It is on pre-sale or order at the Kanger Kbox website, but unfortunately right now, I just checked it today, it's out of stock. But it costs you $64 if I'm not mistaken. With $64 for 200 watt box mod, it's pretty good. It's kind of excellent, okay? So what we're gonna do here today is the full review, of course, but I'm glad I did the first look because you guys had very important questions that you guys asked me. And if you guys haven't asked me, I probably wouldn't even be talking about it on this review. So I thank you guys for asking me those questions, and it made me look at this a different way. Okay, so I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this close-up. If I didn't show you something, it probably will be, or it was, on the first look. I basically centered myself on the questions that you guys asked me, and of course showed you the mod inside and out and the menu features, okay? So yeah, let's get down close and personal, let's check it out, then we'll come back up, I'll vape on it a little at 200 watts for you guys to see, and I'll give you my final thoughts, okay? See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so here we are with the presentation box of the Kbox 200 mod by Kanger Kbox, okay? Size right here. So when you open it up, you get your user manual in here that explains everything. Okay, you have it in English and in French, and the mod sits right here. I'm rocking it right now with the velocity tank, with the velocity RDA on top of it now, and it comes with some stickers, some black stickers for your batteries to put here on this side. Okay, and you have your warranty card. So let's take a look at the mod itself. Here you have this nice black matte finish. It says Kanger Kbox in red right here. You have your red plastic buttons. Okay. It says Kbox 200 here on top. Really nice feel to it in the hand. It feels really comfortable in the hand. Okay. This is your screen, of course, your fire button, your plus and minus button, your USB port for charging and for updates. Have some more air holes here at the bottom. Okay. Air hole here for your battery also. And more air holes here at the back with the big K. The back is pretty well fit, okay? It's like, it looks like a C case. You can pull it out. The case is made out of alloy, zinc alloy, and of course the battery cover is made out of aluminum, okay? Really nice. The battery cage is all plastic, but some people have asked me about this. You can see the plastic on the back and on the front, right? But most mods, like, I don't know, the Snow Wolf, it has a plastic battery cage also. You have, for example, the IPv4S. It's also plastic. But you don't really notice it because on the back you always have metal, right? But this one, you just have the cage here, the battery cage, from front to back. But when you put the aluminum on it, you're getting exactly the same protection as you would be getting out of one of these mods, I guess. Okay, it has a really cool feature. It doesn't have that the battery strip to pull out your batteries, but all you have to do is put in your fingers here and just pull it out. Really easy. And you have one here also. Just pull it out. Okay, I'm using Samsung's R25s. Okay, and it indicates here your positive and negatives. All you have to do is follow the instructions. Okay, always use high drain batteries. It does not come with your batteries, so you have to buy 2 batteries separately. But the really awesome thing about this mod is that you can charge your batteries. It has how can I call it? It has a smart identification balancing battery charger built inside. So it will charge exactly the same way it charges one battery, it'll charge exactly the same way the other battery. First time I have a dual 18650 mod where I can actually charge my batteries, and it also does bypass. Okay, the only thing on bypass, I might as well say it right now since we're talking about batteries. On bypass, you can fire it and vape on it, but the settings you have pre-programmed on it already, the plus and minus buttons won't work, or you can't change it from nickel to titanium. Whatever you have set here when you're charging, all you can do is press your fire button and vape on the set that you had on it already, okay? But if you want to reset it, just take out your USB port, set to what you want, put back a USB, and vape at whatever you guys want, okay? But it is possible. I have been doing it for the whole week now, and it works great. It works really, really great. Since we're talking about batteries, I'll continue with the batteries. Battery life on this one. It wastes quite a bit of battery, okay? My battery has been in here for about an hour, and it dropped the point already. I'd say battery life that I'm getting so far, vaping at 100 watts, will give me around, I don't want to exaggerate, I don't want to give you too under or too much, but maybe 6 hours. If you're vaping at 100 watts, I'd give you about 6 hours on dual batteries. And that's being lucky. And I chain vape, okay? So chain vape for like a half an hour, then stop for maybe another half an hour, then chain vape again for another half an hour. For me, these two batteries are giving me around 6, 7, 8 hours tops, but not straight on, okay? I stop, and let's say I work 12 hours a night, and the batteries won't last me the whole night, okay? About halfway through, that's why I'm saying about 6 to 8 hours, I have it hooked up to the computer and I'm charging the batteries again, okay? And it's on the Samsung's R25s, the green ones that I just showed you guys, okay? So let's get to the menu features. Okay, so here you have your plus and minus, up here, down here, your fire button. Okay, to get into the menu, only menu screen you have here is if you want to change it from nickel wire to titanium wire to stainless steel wire and to nichrome wire. So all you have to do is press it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. It's in stainless steel, 1, 2, 3. If you're in watts mode, here it'll show you your volts. Up here is your ohms on your coil. Here's your battery life, of course. And this is on watts, it'll show you here your volts. When you have it in temperature control, the watts will be at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Here you go to nickel wire. And here you have it. It's going to be doing maximum of 200 watts. I have it set for 245 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'll explain why in a minute. Just show something really cool here. And here on top you have your ohms and your battery life again. If you guys want to switch your screen around, you press the plus and minus button. Okay, and you'll switch your screen around, like you just saw. Press it again. Okay, switch back. A really cool feature while you're in nickel wire, if you want to see your serial number, and I'm saying this to a person that told me that they wanted to order from Fastech. If you really want to order from Fastech, then, you know, it's fine by me, but when you receive your package, make sure you do what I'm going to show you now, okay? So you set this to nickel wire, you press the plus and minus, plus and minus, plus and minus, west. Okay. You find your serial number, okay? So you go to the Kanger website and you clock in your serial number and see if it's an authentic or not, okay? This is a really cool feature. To get out of this, just press your fire button. Okay, so like I said, you have to be in nickel wire, okay, nickel, and you press the plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, okay? And you'll get into it. Put that again. Another cool feature, which is a biggie for me, here you control plus and minus for your temperature or your watts. It's exactly the same, right? If you want to lock this in so it won't change, like if it's in your pocket, you press the plus and minus and the fire button at the same time. So, and your fire button, and it's locked, okay? Now it won't switch, it's locked. But you can fire it, okay? It will fire. So to get it, to unlock it again, just press your plus and minus and your fire button at the same time, and it's unlocked, okay? So that's for your locking features. What happens if you press the plus and minus? I don't think anything happened. Okay, it changes the screen. You get the white background, okay? plus and minus again, plus and fire again. Go back to your main screen. Here I don't think it's yeah, here it doesn't do anything. Okay, so that's for the menu features. 1, 2, 3, titanium wire. 1, 2, 3. You got nichrome wire. Okay, on the nichrome wire, if you guys haven't seen my first look, I don't know if I did it on this mod. I have to check it again. On this mod, or if I did it on the Platinum, the new Kbox Mini, the Top Box Mini Platinum mod, that I did the test on the coils, the dry burn test. It works awesome on nickel wire, on titanium wire, and on stainless steel wire, which is the most important. That's what I use most, and I tested it live for you guys on the stainless steel wire. Now, while you're on nickel nichrome wire, I want to show you guys something. In here, I have a Canthal build, okay? I have a Clapton, a dual Clapton with the regular 24 gauge Canthal in here, okay? And I have it at temperature control. And I have it set at 246 or 45, just to show you guys something. Okay, this is regular Canthal wire. If you set your mod to nichrome, okay, well, I'm gonna hit the fire button and you guys will see what happens. But the coils don't get hot, right? Okay, timeout. See that? If you guys want to do temperature control with Canthal wire, you can do it. The only thing it won't do in temperature control with Canthal, only with Canthal, okay? Because if you use nickel wire, titanium wire, stainless steel wire, or nichrome wire, it won't burn your cotton. If you use Canthal wire, you can use temperature control in nichrome function, but it will burn your cotton, but it does set your temperature, it just doesn't shut off. And I want to, that's why I have it at 245 degrees, so you see that the coil's not getting red, right guys? It doesn't get red, okay? Now if I bring it up to 400 or 600 degrees Fahrenheit, let's bring it all the way up to 600. Just to show you guys that it works sort of in temperature control with Canthal wire, which is really cool. Like if you want a cooler vape, you can just set your temperature to a cooler vape. If you want a warmer vape, well, put it all the way up to 600, just put it in watts mode. Okay, so if I fire it now at 600 degrees Fahrenheit, it should get red. See? Really red. So let's bring it all the way down again to 200 and something, just to prove that temperature control does work in Canthal. It won't go back to watts mode. It'll stay in nichrome. I guess 253, whatever. So I'll press the fire button again. See how it's working? That's pretty cool, right? Right? Okay, so you can use like sort of a temperature control on Canthal wire, which I think is awesome. This thing is cool. I haven't been vaping it like this because I've been testing it out for you guys about the 150 watts plus, okay, about the pulsing. I just got a message, and that's why I like doing first looks, because you guys asked me questions and I probably never even would have thought about it for the review, but thank God I did the first look and you guys answered back and asked questions, which I think is awesome, okay guys? Any questions you guys have, please ask me and you guys know I'll answer it back. Okay, this does not have pulse modulation, okay? Some people told me, oh, after 150 watts it's gonna pulse. And I tested it out and I answered somebody and I said it doesn't pulse. And I got another message back saying that at over 150 watts it's going to pulse. It's PWM. This does not have pulse modulation. It does not have the function PWM. It only works in DC-DC. So I actually left the velocity because it's the only RDA that I can use because of all the air it has at 150 watts plus. Okay, so I built a 0.11 ohm coil. That's what's in here. You guys can read it right up here. It's a 0.11 ohm coil, okay? And I'm gonna put this in watts mode. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna set it to 200 watts, okay? I'm gonna put some cotton in here and some e-juice, of course. And we're gonna fire it at 200 watts so you guys can see how it actually works at 200 watts. We all know it's not a pure 200 watts. I'm just saying that on this mod, over 100 watts or 150 or 170 or 200 watts, it does not have the pulse modulation function. It's DC-DC. And what I can tell you guys, it says that it works at 360 kHz, high-speed synchronization, DC-DC control mod, ultra-low output ripple, maximum efficiency is more than 97%, guys. Okay, so it reads it, and at temperature control, it regulates the temperature 1,000 times a second, guys. I mean, this mod has been fantastic so far, and what I read here, it's been working great, okay? It reads from 0.05 ohms all the way up, I guess, up to 3 ohms. It doesn't give you a maximum, but it can read all the way down to 0.05 ohms. One thing I can tell you, in Cantle mode, okay, if you have Cantle in here, it's supposed to read from 0.1 and up, but I have set it to 0.09 ohms. It will read and it will work, but over 100 watts it will not work if you use a 0.09 ohm coil in here, okay, Cantle wire coil. It will fire, but like I said, after 100 watts or 100, it depends on your battery also, but over 100, 102 watts, I got it to stop. It will just block. It'll just start blinking all over the place. It'll blink the batteries and it'll blink your coil up here, but it will fire up to 100 watts at a 0.09 ohm coil. Okay, so let me get some cotton in here, guys, and let's set it at 200 watts. Okay, guys, so I juiced up my coil. Right now it's at 90 watts. Let me just put the top cap on it because I don't want juice flying all over the place. But I will leave the camera on so you guys can see. Okay, and this has been working for me at a point, if you guys can see that, 0.11 ohm Cantle wire with the Clapton like you guys saw. Okay, this is my build. It's a 0.11 ohm, we're at 90 watts, and if I fire it, it's not pulse, okay, of course, at 90. Stable vape, right? Let me take a hit off of this. You guys heard it, right? It's a stable vape. So let's bring it up to 150 or 151 watts. $151 watts, okay, guys? So listen to it again, okay? It'll still be on DC-DC. Okay? Well, I want to take a hit off of this one. Nice, really nice. Okay, like I'm saying, I'm not sure if it's an actual of 150 because with two batteries it shouldn't be doing 150 or 200. I'm just stating that it does not do pulse after 150, okay? It will continue doing DC-DC all the way up to the 200 watts. Now let me set it up to 200 watts. $200 watts, okay? You guys see it right there, same coil. I didn't turn off the camera or anything. Let's hit at 200 watts. See? I don't want to burn my cotton, okay, guys? But you guys see it's not pulsing. It's a direct 200 or whatever it is, actual. But at 200 watts set on the Kbox, it doesn't pulse. It's a simple, direct hit. Let me hit it at 200 watts. Awesome vape also. Awesome vape. But the only way I can vape on this at 200 watts is if I use a Clapton coil in here because it takes longer to heat up the coils. That's the only reason why I'm doing it at 200, because my normal vape, even with this coil, is at around 90 to 100 watts maximum. But yeah, just to show you guys that it does do it, okay? These were the actual questions I got on the first look. So I think I covered everything. I showed you guys a menu screen. I showed you guys how to look at your serial number. We all know what the plus and minus is for, and the fire button. I showed you what the mod is made out of. Okay, you got your zinc alloy, and you got your aluminum back cover, and I showed you the battery tray and all that good stuff. I have 200 watts, okay? See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, that was our close and personal with the Kbox 200 watt box mod. I hope I explained everything, or at least what you guys wanted to hear or know about the Kbox 200 watt box mod. One thing I didn't tell you guys, it goes from 7 watts, okay? It goes down to 7 watts all the way up to 200 watts. Let's go with the pros and cons. A con I do have about this mod, probably the battery life, I would say. The battery life, yeah. It waits pretty quickly. I'll tell you guys that just to give you an idea, because of the hours I told you guys that the batteries last, this is how it's working for me, okay? I put like fresh batteries because when I work at night, I get home in the morning, around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I sleep until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, then I eat lunch, then I lie down a little, then I wake up around 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I go to work at 8, okay? Telling you my life story here. But yeah, at around 5 o'clock evening, I usually put fresh batteries inside the mod, okay? That's what I've been doing for last week. I put 2 fresh batteries in the mod, and I go to work. And I can tell you guys, like, halfway through the night, I have to put in the brand new fresh batteries, 2 brand new fresh batteries. And I put them in, and I'm always scared that when I leave work, because then I go take my coffee with my friends and stuff, and I come home around 10 o'clock in the morning, like I said before. And I'm always scared that by 10 o'clock, I don't even have those 2 batteries with me, okay? So I waste around 4 batteries a day with this because it takes 2. So it's not a con, it's just something I want to share with you guys, okay? So you guys know when you get this mod, which is an awesome mod, and for the price you're paying for it, I'm going to use Rip Tripper's slogan or whatever he says. If I lost this today, would I go out and buy it tomorrow? I'm going to tell you guys right now, without a doubt, I would definitely go out and buy this Kanger Tech. Definitely, okay? The 120 watt mod is good enough for me. I would probably even get that one. But if you guys want that extra power, you guys can go for the 200 watt because for the price range, yeah, why not? You know, $64, of course. I would go for it. They're exactly the same. The other thing is probably the battery tray. It's not a danger or anything like that. It's just that if maybe I drop this, I know that this is protecting it, but if it had an extra metal plate here in the back, it would protect even better, okay? Because I'm not sure if I drop this, if I'm going to crack the battery casing on it. And if I crack the battery casing on it, I might as well throw out the mod, right? So I didn't drop it, so I didn't test it. But I would say that if it had a little plate in here, that would be awesome. Everything else, I mean, it works great. When I got it, it was a little bit too tight. I opened it up a little because since it's aluminum, you know, you can play around with this all you want and fit it to your needings. I don't have any battery rattle or anything like that. I mean, everything is great. What I love about this mod is that it gives you an excellent vape. The fact that I can do sort of temperature control on Cantle, which I don't because if I did, I would waste even more battery. I use it in regular watts mode. Okay, I'm at 90 watts. Let me take a hit off of this. Yeah, okay. I'm using my own juice, by the way, guys. It's an 80, yeah, I don't want to lie to you. It's an 80-20, 80 VG20 PG juice. That's why I'm getting that dense vape cloud. But that's what I'm using. And of course, I only have the bottom ear holes open on the Velocity RDA clone. This is by Tobacco, okay? And it's been working great, really great. I know what you guys want. You guys want me to set this up to 200 watts so I can test it out for you, right? What else? The positive sides of this. Price range, quality. Quality is excellent on it. It's not too heavy. The weight I get off of this is probably from the 2 batteries that are in here. The way it works, the Mini has been working great. It connects to any RD I have put on top of it, any tank I've put on top of it. It said it's spring-loaded. It's sort of spring-loaded. It's kind of fit too much in there. I don't want to lie to you guys. Yeah, alright. The crown tank. I think it was the crown tank. I can't remember. I'm almost positive it's the crown tank. Is it the crown tank? Or is it the Cryas tank? Well, if you guys have this mod, you can quote me on this. I don't know if it was the Cryas tank or if it was the crown tank. The 510 pin connector is a little bit on the short side, and it wasn't giving me connection on this, okay? I know there was one tank that didn't give me connection because I guess the 510 pin is too down. It says it's spring-loaded, but it's a really short spring-loaded action, okay? I wish the spring was a little bit higher, okay, Kanger? So if you guys can do something about that, that would be awesome. But everything else on me worked on all the tanks and RDAs that I have, okay? If you have like a normal size pin, it should make contact, okay? But I know there was one of them that didn't make contact, okay? Let me put some e-juice on here so I can try it out at 200 watts so you guys can see. how fast you can vape at 200 watts. Okay guys, let's pull it up to 200 watts. This is not my speeder, right guys, but let's do it. 200 watts. Okay, and on a 0.11 ohm coil, like I showed you guys up close. It's my Clapton build width normal Cantle 24 gauge, okay? They're mixed together. So let's try it out at 200 watts. Okay, let's go for the pull. You guys can count the seconds it takes. I mean, it's really fast. Let me get back. Yep. Okay, so that's the 200 watts on the Kbox 200 watt mod. So that's what I have for you guys today. I will be doing, my next review I guess will be on the Platinum, the Top Box Mini Platinum. One thing I want to talk about the Kbox Mini. Some people are, oh, now that it's not 60 watt, 75. Don't forget guys, the 60 watt mod is the Top Box Nano kit, okay? This is the Top Box Mini kit, that's 75 watts, which is your standard 22 millimeter for your regular size RDAs or tanks, okay? The Nano is 18.5 millimeters. It's smaller tanks. It's smaller. It's not the same thing, okay guys? So don't mix it up if you're gonna buy one. Either you go for the Nano or you guys go for the Mini, okay? They're two separate tanks and two different size mods, okay? And that's about it. That's what I have for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed my review. Stay tuned for my next one. If you guys aren't subscribed, if you would like to subscribe to get details here on the side saying that ViperVaporPT has a new review out for you guys. So if you guys want, subscribe and you'll get that information, okay? Don't forget you guys stay safe, rock on and vape hard. ViperVaporPT is out and see you all on the next one. Stay safe you guys.